Hello again. So I've been doing a little experimenting, mixing some paint, trying to come up with a color for my GT3 chassis. I've got here some small cans of Ace Rust Stop, which is real similar to Rust-Oleum. It's an enamel. I've got a blue, silver, white, and gray. And to the right a little bit there, I've got some little containers that I was mixing different amounts of colors in. You can see my stir sticks, and I picked up some plastic syringes at a pharmacy. That's real good for pulling out a measured amount of paint to inject in another base. And then basically you just shake them up and dab a little bit out and get a sample. And here is my sample. I started on the left here with the gray, mixing in some silver metallic, and wasn't too happy with that. Then I started with some silver here and was mixing in blue, trying to get a blue tint to the silver, but it didn't really work right. And then here's mixing some grays with blue and silver. And what I ended up with was these on top, where I actually added a little bit of white in the two to the left. And I think I'm going to use probably the second from the left. I'm not sure. As you can see, there's a little metallic in there. Hopefully you can see it anyway. And the one in the middle might need a little more. But I think that's what I'm going to use. I'm at my local Ace hardware store, where the gracious folks have allowed me to use their facilities and their paint shaker. You can see here I've got a gallon of Ace Rust Stop. Its color is gray. And I'm going to do some mixing. So let's open up the can. And you can see that's what it looks like before you shake it up the first time. It's supposed to be gray, of course. So we'll close it up and put it in the paint shaker. This is the paint shaker. Slide the can in there, lock it down, close the lid, push the button. These are the three small cans of paint. I've got a blue, a white, and a metallic aluminum. These are the colors that I'll be mixing into the gray to get the shade I want. You can see in the background there, I've got a couple empty jars. I'm going to use those to ladle off a little bit of the gray out of the gallon, so I have some room to put my pigments in. Okay, Got her out of the shaker. Let's open it up, see what it looks like. Looks much better. Got some gloves on. This is the blue I'm going to start with. Before that, I'm going to ladle out some of the gray base paint so I have room to add pigments. Clean up my mess a little bit. You can see my paint samples compared to the pigment of the gray in the can. So we've got a little ways to go to get to those. So I shook these cans just by hand. Now I'm going to pour some in. I'm not going to get too carried away at first. Maybe put in about a quarter of the can. Pop the lid back on, put it back in the paint shaker. Okay, she's out of the shaker. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, still got a ways to go. Gonna add some more blue, stir it up a little bit. Throw it back in the shaker. Okay, we've got it out of the shaker. Let's see what it looks like. Still pretty gray. Need to add some more pigment. I'm just going to finish off this can, pour it all in there.